You join us here with the next installation of our JCW series, and obviously this car has been blown to pieces, well not literally of course, but we've ripped most of the suspension off, done loads of engine bay related shenanigans as well as some performance modifications. And obviously after you've done suspension based work you should get the alignment sorted. Well, if I'm honest, that's something I've neglected up until now, and it's been driving okay, but it doesn't feel quite as tight as it should and alignment feels a little bit out. So with this now approaching towards the time we take it back on circuit, we need to make sure the alignment is spot on, which brings me very much to the right hand side of me, which is our latest and greatest alignment machine. So this is a four-wheel alignment kit that we've got, and this is something we now offer for all our customers. We're getting to the point where we had so much demand for it, we just had to get in a kit ourselves rather than relying on the local companies to help us out. So we're going to get the car all kitted up with these latest gen sensors and all kind of bits that I don't fully understand, but Sam behind me does fortunately, and we're going to give it a little bit of a tweak to make sure it's then set up for the road, and more than anything it's pointing in the right direction. We will give it a little bit of a tweak later on with maybe a slightly more aggressive track bias setup, but for the moment we're going to make it fast road so it still handles great but it doesn't chew the tyres. So stay tuned, you're going to see some B-roll, and if we get an opportunity Sam will talk you through a few of the adjustments and we'll see you on the other side.
So as Dan has just alluded to, JCW is in finally for its alignment after all of the suspension work, which means we get out our brand spanking new absolute alignment machine. So this is a up-to-date 6-sensor Bluetooth system that works with the sensor heads that you can see already installed on the car and this tablet here. So wirelessly communicates via Bluetooth. 6 sensors in the system, 1 at the rear, 2 at the front, so 1 in each head, and then the tracking or the tow beams which extend out at the front have their own sensors as well. This kit hooks up with the latest manufacturer's data to tell us where it should be from factory, so we can then set up all the geometry just so. We'll probably tweak it from there to our preferred fast road track-based settings. But as you can see, I've done all the preliminary setup. I'll get the car measured, we'll then take a look at the current settings and explain where we're going to go from there. So we're here at the back end of the JCW, which is where all the alignment adjustments start. So we work back to front, counterintuitive, but we set up the rear first, and then anything that potentially needs to be dialed out at the rear with the adjustment at the front, we can do so to make sure everything drives in a straight line. But we'll start at the rear, cambers first, then tows, same again at the front. Tow is always the last thing to be done. So I've got selections of tools here. Main thing here is just a variety of spanners, so I've got size there, an adjustable set there, and then I've also got a couple of ratchets there which I know I need for the front, for the toe adjustments, front and rear actually, so they'll come in a minute. Got my tablet here which is showing all the live data currently, so I've got some adjustments to be made as we know, so I can see this in live time as I do it, which if you're here with your car you'll be able to see out in the customer waiting area as well. So I'm going to crack on, I'll start making some adjustments. Tim will cut in some B-roll of me doing that, some live footage from the screen grab of me doing it as well, and join me at the end when we review what I've been able to do. But due to all the adjustment that we have got, as Dan said a minute ago, hopefully we'll be able to get this all dialed in just so, and it won't try to kill him on the way home.
So alignment is all now complete, and so you don't have to squint and look at the writing on the TV here. Tim's going to drop in the picture overview actually on the video itself. So I'll talk you through it. This is on the left hand side, the before, and on the right hand side is the after. So we've got a nice block of green on the back end, obviously where Sam's managed to get it buttoned up. He is a minute out on the rear toes, which I'll brush over that, but everything else he's managed to get absolutely perfect. Looking at the front end, same sort of thing. We're pretty well sorted on the front end. This is the figure that I wanted. Obviously it's red because it's outside of manufacturer's specification. That's okay because we're not trying to necessarily achieve that on this car. We're trying to get it a little bit more aggressive for fast road use. So having a little bit of toe in there will certainly help things. So alignment's all complete. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just to show you guys at home what you will receive after you get an alignment done with us is a little, it's not going to be laminated, but it's a nice before and after. So this was actually a Vanquish that came in the other day, and you can see beforehand it wasn't looking very clever, but afterwards all in the green, and that's what we aim for. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to get the car out on track. We are going to adjust a few little bits and pieces before we go out on circuit, because I'm looking to try and make it a little bit faster and get some more camber on the front end. So watch the next video. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.